Hi, I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for July 15th, 2024. So, after last night, it was that big rain and thunder and all that, but then it was clear. And right now it's just cloudy. It's no rain or nothing. And I looked on the weather report and it said, it's just going to be cloudy, no rain or nothing. But you know what? In the past 10 days, it's going to be. It's showing 50 and 60% chance of rain and thunderstorm and all that stuff. And I was thinking this morning, darn, should I just go down to the camp spot? Because it is Monday, and most likely a lot of the spaces are going to be real empty, right? Oh, I'm not dirty, you guys, okay? I just noticed that this is water. I just brushed my teeth, okay? So don't trip out. Anyways, so yeah, we went for a walk this morning and I saw this guy down the road there. And he's that veteran guy. Yeah, people are pulling in. I'm noticing. So people aren't afraid of this, you know? So I went to walk the dogs and there was that one guy, he was a veteran, he was a complaining kind of guy. And we were going to walk that way because I was going to walk the dogs on the road here. And, I keep to myself if they don't say anything to me because that just makes me feel like they don't want to talk, But he's like, oh, my puppies. And I was like, okay, so I guess he wants to talk. So we went up there and I was chit-chatting with him. And I was like, gosh, I'm thinking I should go to the camp. Like, that's where I'm going. And I'm all, you are? He's like, yeah, I'm going to go over there and this, that, and the other. And my heater went down and I could fix it, blah, 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 blah. Like, he was talking about all this stuff, but he was talking like he was scared. Like, he's scary. Same kind of like the guy I met at Ojo Redondo who was trying to scare me with the road. And the road was fine. You know what I mean? So he's just, there's a lot of people out here. When you talk to them, not out here, but like all over, right? That they tell you these horror stories to try to scare you of things. I don't live in fear. I live in, a positive, good atmosphere. Like, I try to keep things positive. I try to keep things like there's a solution to everything. You know what I mean? Like, we can come up with a solution, instead of complaining. And because he said, oh, my heater. And then I said, oh, I have the buddy. He's like, oh, the last time I came here, some guy, he died over here because of the buddy. And I'm like, oh, yeah? He's like, yeah, that's a bad omen. And I was like, you know what? I've had the buddy for 3 years. This is my second one. Yes, they can be dangerous. I will not doubt that, okay, if you improperly use them, okay? He said that the wind blew the pilot out or something, and he died from the propane. And I said, well, first of all, you got to have a space that's well ventilated. This space, it is not, you can't seal it. It's well ventilated. If I go to a place with snow, we gonna freeze. We have to put on the snowsuit. We have to get out the 0 degree or low degree, what do you call it? Sleeping bag. Like, you just cannot, there's vents in it. And plus, during the day and night, I sleep with the doors cracked about that much. At least the front door is. I always sleep with the doors open like that. And I do that. Well, I don't need to do that here, I don't think. But I do that because of wind gusts in Kansas and those places where tornadoes are possible, Missouri, whatever. Because if by any chance, which, I don't believe that this will happen to me because I really try to be careful where I go and during what seasons, But if by some chance the trailer gets knocked over by wind, we can still get out. We won't be trapped in there. If I were to like lock the back door, that's a bad idea. Because if the trailer falls this way on the front door, how am I going to get out the back door? You know what I'm saying? So I have to sleep with the doors unlocked. I lock the lock so we can't get locked in. But, yeah, that's how I do it. You got to take certain type of precaution. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I was talking to that guy, and he was telling me all the stories and trying to scare me. And I was like, yeah, maybe I'm going to go over there too, blah, 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 blah. And then we continued our walk. And then I met I met a guy right here, and he's got like 4 kids and his wife. And I was chit-chatting with him, and he was a nice guy. He was from Georgia, okay? But they've been traveling around with the family, and I said, what do you think about last night's storm? He's like, well, what it does is, because he has a big, it's not a, it's art, consider RV, or I guess, but it has the little driving area in the front, and then the whole, not like a square bus though type, and not like a schoolie, but like it's got the little driving area. It looks like a little truck, and then on the back it's the rest of it, right? He's got that. He's also pulling a trailer with the car. And so I was like, so how do you feel? He's all, if anything, just the ground gets real soft, and because he used the lifters to even out the level of the vehicle to make sure straight, but since the rain, it kind of made the vehicle just dip a little bit, and we're like sideways a little bit, but it's okay. But he said that's the only problem, and he's close to the road. He said, he also likes to move every 14 days. See, he's a smart guy. I think that if you stay in a spot for 14 days, you just have to move to a different spot after the 14 days. You know what I mean? And when I was speaking to my neighbor here, the guy with his dad here, he's real nice. I like him. I get along with him, but he was telling me that, yeah, he spoke to the ranger, and the ranger said, as long as you're not bothering anybody and you're being kind and peaceful and all that, it's okay. Like, they don't care. Yeah, see, that's all you gotta do, so it's cool. I'm actually parked in their spot right now. They have a little rainbow chair over there, and they're solar. But he was worried because I guess they went down to a camp spot to do their dump, because that's like a big bus style, And he asked, oh, do you think you can, block our space? I'm afraid somebody's going to take it. And I was like, no, yeah, I will, because I like them there. I like them there. I feel safer. Even though I don't hang out with them, because I have met them and we have to chat for a little bit and, this and that, I just feel safer with somebody is right there. And I said, what do you think? Because this, I skipped the story. The guy down there, he was like, you know what? We're just going to move after our 14 days, but I mean, we're going to stay up here, and they got 4 kids and everything. So I'm like, you know what? That one guy, he was just trying to be scary and scare me, and trip me out to make me move. But you know what? Man, I've been through the hurricanes and the freaking tornadoes, and if it's just water, and we're at high elevation too. So the water drains down. On top of that, we're by all the ground right here is rocks. It's little rocks. If you go deeper in there, though, it turns into mud. I don't, And I'm thinking, man, that would kind of suck if I went down there and stayed there until the rain passes, which it looks like in the next 10 days. But the weather's off right here. It's not the same as I've been experiencing over there. Because today it was supposed to be a rainy day. And then it showed that it's not going to rain today. So who knows? You know what I mean? But there's people coming up here with their RVs. There's people staying here, tents and everything. So I'm just like, you know what? We're going to ride this out. That's how I learned from the guy in Kansas. I forgot the name of the Old Town campground in Kansas. There was the camp host there. He saw, we just ride it out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to ride this out. That thunder was very scary and was loud because it was like right here, But on top of that, though, it's raining, though. Like in New Mexico, there'll be thunderstorms and no rain. That's kind of creepy and weird. That could start fires. Yeah, I know that. But with how hard it's raining, and then they had little little BB sized hail. You know, like I seen bigger hail chunks than that, you know, because when I saw it rain, I was like, oh, it's hailing a little bit, you know, but they were little hails, you know. So what I did was, for sure, I took the tarp down because it made a big dip and it had a big puddle in there. I was like, oh, that was a bad idea. So I took that down. I folded it up. It was when it was dry. And then I picked up and the carpets down here got all muddy because of the water dip. And then I pushed the water out and the water pushed the dirt up on the carpets. I was like, ah, man. And I just swept them and everything. So what I did this morning is I took the carpets, I put them out in the sun to dry. They're dirty, but it's okay. You know, I got most of the dirt off. If anything, if it does rain, it'll clean it down or something, or at least loosen up the dirt so I could shake it out. Because, you know, I don't really like it dirty stuff. Every morning I get up, I sweep, I do all kind of thing, you know, but I figured I put the two carpets up there. I put the regular carpet in the back, and I put the more thinner one kind of in the front. And that, you know, because when these storms come, that makes it so much worse when the rain is falling on the roof of the trailer. It's so loud and it's so like, and I can't handle that. But I've noticed that when I put the carpets up there, because that's basically what the big carpet purpose was for, to put on the roof. I didn't think it was going to rain over here though. But anyways, I'm like, I'm going to put the carpets up there. And even the guy told me over there that, because they have the big bus type, he said it's loud on theirs too. So yeah, I was not thinking it was like that for those trailers, but I guess it is, you know. Shoot, put a carpet up there and it will muffle that sound substantially. So I put the carpets up there. They're already set up. I don't know if you guys can see how I do it. I'm going to show you real quick. Oh, it's getting to be a long video. Sorry. You see how I have it? I put some couple rocks on there because there were some like wind gusts, and it kind of blew the back thing down. But I was using a twine. I shouldn't have used that because it's weaker. So I got out the thicker rope. It's so important to have rope and fabric, I'm telling you guys. And I reinforced it. And I was thinking, should I take that down? But no, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it because it's dry now. Like the fabrics, they dry. Oh, hold on. Okay, I had to go over there and remove my car from the space because the guy came back. And then I helped him back because it's like it's not like a schoolie bus. It's like a big RV bus, you know? So I helped him back in. So yeah, he's a nice fellow, you know? he's a gay guy. He tells me about the cute other guys. It's okay, whatever, you know? But I like him and his dad is nice people there. So yeah, you know, I even forgot what I was talking about, but I put the carpet up there. We're gonna ride this out. That cooler I got, you probably seen in other videos because I showed that I had that cooler. It's a very good cooler. Like I was like, oh, I have half ice in there, but because of the storm, I'm not gonna go into town today because I was feeling kind of uneasy about this rain. But you know what? It's still ice in there. So, but we're going to go to the store today because I want to get some more batteries. They have a Harbor Freight in town. And I need more candles. And I think that's it. I don't need food. I got plenty. I got chicken in there. I got sausage. I got, you know, I have the carbs. Maybe some couple vegetables. Because I ate the rest of the salad last night. So I like to have a vegetable I like to have all the food groups. I like to have all the basic food groups, you know. Not too much sugar, but, you know, it's just because I don't really eat that much sugar. Once in a while I do, but I had this thing I got from Whole Foods, and it was like a caramel brownie type. Man, I got it last week, and only I've been able to get down 2 pieces. I still have 3 chunks left, you know, like, I don't know, you know. I feel like I waste sometimes when I get the sweet stuff, and it ends up getting, like, stale or whatever. Then I end up having to throw it out, so I have to try not to do that. Anyways, that's all I have. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for, it was the 15th, right? Yeah, July 15th, 2024, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.